If you've been watching the slow-motion culture war happening inside stand-up comedy lately, Louis J. Gomez has basically turned himself into the loudest, pettiest, and somehow most entertaining frontline soldier. Because between what he's been saying on the regs and how he's doubled down on Real Ass Podcasts, Louis isn't just beefing with one comedian. He's poking at the entire mythology of the Austin comedy scene while simultaneously torching his relationship with Mer Lee. And what makes this whole thing fascinating isn't the insult itself. It's what it reveals about how comedians measure status now. Geography, loyalty, power, and who actually gets to claim cultural ownership over a scene.
What's up?
No, we talked shit on this show. We all did. We all did.
We all did.
Wow.
No,
I love Austin.
What's up? Backpedaling.
We all did.
Austin is number one in the world, which means universe. Best city. Easy.
Let's not get carried away.
Best queso.
We went through the list of comedians that were better in New York than that were better in Austin.
But you're the one that added anyone that moved to Austin fucking couldn't hack it.
Joe, who are you fucking afraid of? Lemaire, shut up. We got it. You're afraid of these people? Who fucking cares?
No, you little bitch.
You fucking
Take
pussy.
your fucking credit for being the one that said that.
It's on video.
Didn't somebody say Austin's the best? And then
Him and Hinchcliffe were going back and forth in a joking
We did it on
way.
this show already, so we don't have to rehash the entire conversation.
And then what?
I brought up the fact that me and Tony had a little playful argument on text.
It was a good argument. You made some points.
And,
you said that New York had more
I-
talent than Austin. And, buddy, that's been the case since this city was formed.
I felt like that was the truth, and I think that a lot of people that watched that clip.
New York City is a much larger city.
We're the original five families.
Come on.
You just six or seven decades of being number one in comedy and just thousands of comedy.
7 decades?
7 decades, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we whatever. We went out and talked some shit or whatever. So then I guess Lemaire must have seen the episode, and at like 4 a.m, he started tweeting.
I love 4
On like New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Really?
And he tweeted, "It's weird that the regs talk crap about Austin comedy when 1/4 of them isn't as funny as Danny Braff," which was offensive to Danny Braff because Danny Braff's actually funnier than Lemaire. That should be pointed out.
He said multiple times that he supported Lemaire for years, booked him on shows, helped him get opportunities, and in Louis logic, once you cross that line publicly, the gloves come off. He literally told him on the phone, professionally speaking, "Now I have to kill you." From there, Louis escalated it into a full Comedy World punishment. Lemaire is banned from Skankfest unless he publicly apologizes and bends the knee.
Read the sentence to Rebecca and Christine, just that one.
Just an FYI, Mer Lee will not be getting an offer for Skankfest this year. And can I read the second text? Can I please read the second text?
Nope.
Can I please read the second text?
Read it.
Come on. He says, just an FYI, Mer Lee will not get an offer for Skankfest this year unless he properly bends the knee. LOL.
No, publicly.
LOL.
Unless publicly bends the knee.
Unless you, and then you wrote, he can do Tony Fest.
Oh, that's good.
That's funny if Tony comes out with his own.
They will. They will. They will. They will.
Everybody does Tony Fest.
I love that Louis goes, hey, by the way, he's not booked. Unless I'm just knowing the Louis, unless he drinks nothing but body brain coffee
Bend
for the next
the knee
year.
publicly, Lemaire, and then you can be involved in all the cool shit that we fucking do. Otherwise, fucking just be a coattail riding pussy who lives in somebody else's pool house.
Funnier move is if Shane starts Shane Fest and doesn't invite you.
Please.
And books all 3 of us.
We have to do the regs with it. Fucking this guy.
I go, guys, part of the money that Shane's paying us means that we can't have Louis here.
But we do have Lamar.
That's classic Louis, mixing real consequences with wrestling promo theatrics. But the jokes he attached to it tell you what really bothers him. He kept clowning Lemaire for living in Shane Gillis's pool house and said his loyalty isn't to Austin at all, it's to Shane's couch. If Shane moved to Iceland tomorrow, suddenly Lemaire would become an Iceland comic overnight. That idea of loyalty keeps coming up in everything Louis says. To him, this wasn't just a tweet. It was someone choosing a side in a territorial war and choosing wrong. Then, on Real Ass Podcast, Lewis went even harder and frankly more unhinged.
Y'all got Lemaire and Gardini on that show. Yo, seeing you and Lemaire go back. Yo, bro, seeing y'all go back and forth, I'm like, oh shit, let's go.
When I see him, I'm gonna literally give him a wedgie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bully him like
Or
in old school.
you gotta sock him in the gut first so he bends over, and then you pull his draw.
Wedgie, shove him into a locker.
Hope there's not a
That's where
toilet
meat
anywhere.
locker. Shove him into a fucking.
Hold him into a toilet.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
Just a hey guys, it's water.
Bad Sean. Sorry, I'm in dog training mode. No.
I think you're playing. Knocking shit.
He accused Lemaire of main character syndrome, said he's cucking for Austin, and framed him as someone who confuses being adjacent to famous people with having actual power or identity. And underneath the jokes, there's a very real resentment brewing toward the Austin machine itself.
I don't get it. I don't get where it comes from. You show your fucking loyalty to the people that were loyal to you before you had famous friends.
Yeah.
That's it. He just started cucking for Austin, which I have no problem with
does it a
Austin.
lot.
I like to fuck around with Austin. I like to throw shots at Tony and Joe Rogan because nobody does. So they need to be fucking, some shots need to be thrown sometime. And it's coming from inside the house, baby boy.
Right.
I love those guys. I
Yeah.
consider them friends. They help me out. But at the same time, we fuck around sometimes. And that's
Yeah.
what we do. So Lemaire took it very personally. Lemaire, you are not a major player in this. You are a fucking just main character syndrome. Lemaire's like, oh, they're talking shit about your scene. Shut up, Lemaire.
Yeah.
Shut up. If Shane moved to Iceland, you'd be an Iceland comic. The fuck you talking about? Where's your loyalty? Your loyalty is to Shane's fucking zip code in his couch. Shut up.
He'd be doing whole podcasts about how good fucking smoked fish are.
It's fucking crazy.
Wait, didn't DeRosa move to Austin?
Yeah, he did. But he also has a house in Pennsylvania still. DeRosa's buying properties, doing his thing.
Good for him.
Austin's the most fun city to perform comedy in.
It is. It's so
It's
much
not.
fun.
It's not.
It really
it's
is.
not a knock on Austin because it actually is a really fun
What did
city.
Lemaire say? He said New York comics suck or they stink. Or
It's
some shit
crazy.
Like that. Yeah, he said
It's
something
crazy.
like that.
Yeah, everyone knows fucking. Everyone knows what the fuck's up in New York. I wouldn't even get into it again.
This whole beef exposes something comedians rarely say out loud. Scenes are brands now. Austin isn't just a place, it's an identity, a signal, a marketing engine. New York isn't just a city, it's a badge of legitimacy. Philly is its own cult. LA has its own weird influencer pipeline. And comedians defend these identities the same way rappers defend neighborhoods or sports fans defend teams. Lewis's argument is basically that Austin stars aren't even truly Austin comics. Shane Gillis, Matt McCusker, Brian Quinn, these are Philly or East Coast comics who simply relocated. Austin benefits from them, but didn't birth them. Meanwhile, he thinks Austin and LA increasingly reward follower counts and hype over raw stand-up craftsmanship. That's where his bitterness really lives, not in the tweet, in the fear that comedy is slowly turning into influencer culture with microphones.
New York smells like shit and piss, and so do the comics.
That's great. Honestly, not wrong.
Yeah, and then I'll take it a step further. New York clubs book some of the worst comics I've ever seen in my fucking life. All you gotta be is a girl with 100,000 followers, and you can own that city. There's like 3 girls that he's talking about, and they have more than 100,000 followers. That I wouldn't say that's indicative of what New York is. That's actually more indicative of what Austin is, or LA, or any of these fucking scenes. All those girls that they're talking about go down to Austin and headline those clubs. So, what are you talking about?
Sounds like Lemaire versus Lewis boxing match is the only way back in for Skank.
Look, I've always liked Lemaire, and I will always like Lemaire. Lemaire's a buddy of mine, but I did think it was a weird move to. Oh, it was. Forget even anything else. Like you're like, we weren't wrong about the conversation about Austin. There's better comics in New York. It's not even up for fucking debate. It's not a debate.
Also, Shane's a Philly comic.
Yes.
And Philly, most of that scene is in Austin. So I don't even think Austin can claim them because all those guys.
Where's
that live
Lemaire from?
Philly.
Philly.
He's a Philly comic.
Yeah.
That lives in Austin.
Yes.
Because of Shane.
Yeah. Shane, Matt, Butterly, Rainey, Lemaire, Gardini. Those guys are all down there, but they're Philly comics.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's Austin versus New York. It's
Tommy's down there too, right?
Tommy and Chris.
Tommy's hilarious. Chris,
I love Tommy.
By the way,
Chris
like
is hilarious.
most of the Philly guys that went down there are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, Philly's great.
Yeah.
Philly's got a good.
Real.
We were jokingly calling it New Philadelphia for a while because it was just everyone is Philly.
Lemaire, whether intentionally or not, stepped into that bigger argument and became the avatar for it. And here's where Luis becomes both right and ridiculous at the same time. He's right that loyalty politics and comedy are weird, tribal, and often fake. He's right that scenes inflate themselves constantly. He's right that proximity to power gets mistaken for talent all the time. But he's also so emotionally invested in dominance, hierarchy, and public punishment that he sometimes becomes the very thing he claims to be critiquing. Threatening to ban someone from Skankfest over a tweet is funny content, but it also reinforces that the comedy ecosystem still runs on gatekeeping, favors, and social leverage, not just jokes. It's WWE backstage politics disguised as stand-up purity. The deeper irony is that this beef isn't really about Lemaire at all. It's about control. Who gets to define what matters in comedy? Who gets to crown kings? Who gets to decide which cities matter and which comics are legit? Austin represents decentralization of the old New York hierarchy. Luis represents the old guard refusing to hand over the crown without a fight. And honestly, that tension is healthy for comedy. Scenes need friction. Power needs hecklers. Ecosystems need critics who aren't afraid to be annoying. Luis is annoying on purpose. That's his brand. But sometimes the annoying guy is the only one willing to poke the bear. The problem is when the bear pokes back and suddenly everyone's pretending this is just jokes when egos are clearly bleeding. At the end of the day, this beef says less about who's funnier and more about how comedy has turned into territory wars wrapped in podcasts. The microphone is the new battleground, the tweet is the new punch, and loyalty is the new currency. And whether you're Team New York, Team Austin, or Team This Is All Dumb, one thing's clear. Comedy beef isn't slowing down anytime soon. It's just getting louder, more online, and way more personal.